Dervish's beautiful advice to the king. Once upon a time, a king ruled a country. There were prosperous days. One day the king met a dervish elder. The old man was very virtuous and pious. The king treated him with great respect, and at the end of the meeting asked him to write me amulets, stipends, etc., which came in handy for me in a very difficult time. The elders remained silent, but the king's secret grew. So he wrote something on a paper and said that to open this paper when you think you can do nothing more is to open this paper at a very difficult time. It so happened that after some time this country was invaded, and the army of the enemy overthrew the king's army. The king feared for his life and ran away and hid in a forest cave. The enemy forces were behind him, and he was exhausted and waiting for his death. Then suddenly he remembered the paper given by Dervish Baba in his mind. He rummaged through his pockets. Luckily, he still had the paper. The sound of soldiers' boots could be heard approaching him. Now he had no choice but to open the paper. When he opened the paper, it was written that time will pass. The king was very angry that the old man had played this game with me, but unfortunately he could not do anything. He read the text many times, but he did not understand what Dervish had written and why he had written it. Finally, he grabbed his sword and waited for the soldiers. When the soldiers came, he retaliated and escaped. After that, the king was humiliated for a long time. He suffered from this problem for many years. Finally, he regained courage and began to gather his army. After many years of hard work, he gathered his army and attacked the country again. And luckily, he was victorious in this battle and once again became the king of this kingdom. Stories of his bravery became known far and wide, and he was well regarded among his subjects. People in his court and outside the court started coming just to see their brave king. Seeing such a high speech, pride arose in the heart of the king, and he was a little proud of his bravery and the empire that suddenly he remembered the phrase written by the elder in his heart, that this time too will pass. That is why it is said that time passes as it is. We should not lose patience in difficult times and protect ourselves from arrogance in good times, because time, good or bad, passes.